better indeed.
Hello, hello, hello! I am Kasasagi Usagi, and I am here with more Pillars of Eternity. I am just getting people, uh, just a little bit geared up, because I got some new guns and stuff. What do you have? Who uses a scepter? You do, don't you? It's fast, 11 to 17. Fast, raw lash, and accurate. I do that. It's very pretty. We got some new guns. Both are very slow. My forgiveness is better. Yeah, forgiveness is much better. What do you use? You use a dagger. Do you like to use a sword? I don't actually think I have any. Oh yeah, I do have a better dagger. Here, use this. Alright. 6 and 8. Oh, I'm wearing Aloth's armor apparently. We'll take that off. You should actually... Well... I don't know who needs to be. Oh, you... Well, no. I accidentally... No, your cat... There you go. Wait. I got a tiny little man. Here, you can have this tiny little man. Okay. Who wants to be stealthy? Maybe you should be stealthy. Because you like being in the front of stuff. And I would prefer people not to notice you. Yeah, put that on. Ooh, intellect. I'd hate to put you in heavy armor, but... Actually, you're a spellcaster. You should actually wear this. And you can have the stealthy outfit. Oh, you look like a clown. Okay. And... Sorry, I meant to do this before. Hello, hello! I think you're fine. You're still in your original robes. That's okay. That's some heavy armor. Endurance? Shit, this is actually way better. Oh, I think this is her armor. This is the paladin's armor. Who can say? No, I don't have any ideas. Anyway, here we are. We should, so we're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be kind of hard. So we're gonna rest first and then start doing the big exploration. I would never bully. Not once. Oh? Are you having a hard time hearing me? Okay. Oh, Pay attention to your studies. Piazza.
Better indeed.
I know, it's looking nice. We got all our walls all fixed up.
My lady, you've received a letter. Delivered with some urgency, as it happens. I thought the messenger might swoon, poor dear. It's from Stalwart. Apparently the mayor, Renengild, has heard of your success here at Cadnua, and hopes you can be of aid to her people as well.
What does Renengale want?
Stalwart is a mining community, and at one time they enjoyed a great deal of influence. Renengild hopes to reclaim old glories, I expect. It seems she's intent on gaining access to Durgan's battery.
Thank you, thank you.
And she's offering quite the reward to anyone who can get inside.
A reward, she says, for getting into the battery. That's a reward of its own, surely.
How would I, what is Durgan's battery?
The dwarves of the battery fashioned Durgan's steel, and with it they crafted the finest arms and armor the Deerwood has ever known. But the keep has been abandoned for centuries, and none remain that know their secrets. There are many legends concerning the battery. As the Earl told it, the dwarves fought amongst themselves, each seeking to use the battery to further his or her own ambitions. Greed and cruelty brought down the battery, and now the spirits of those same dwarves roam the halls. Whatever happened, the battery has been impenetrable ever since. A shame. I don't doubt that there are great treasures still within those halls.
I do enjoy vast amounts of wealth.
Oh, just think! The greatest of the dwarven strongholds, ours to explore!
Thank you, thank you. I hope it is delicious.
I should mention that among those rumored to have answered Reningild's summons is a certain group I believe you may have an interest in.
What?
Followers of Woodica, intent on reaching Stalwart and the battery. I do not know what they seek there, but I thought it worth mentioning, given your interest in the ruins at Defiance Bay. Now that I've delivered Reningild's message, there is also a local matter of some concern, my lady. A mercenary band has been sighted to the northeast. I believe they mean to take Consul Hot's tower, and I don't expect the Archmage will go quietly.
Consulhot's one of the greatest wizards of our generation.
Ella fidgets and flutters, vacillating between anxiety and excitement. He appears to be at a loss for words.
The Torn Bannermen are a deadly fighting force, and Consul Hot himself has sent many travelers to their graves. I would caution you to stay clear of the region if you do travel to the White March. It's not that I doubt your courage, my lady, but Consul Hot alone boasts power of a different scale altogether to those foes you have faced thus far. Given more time, perhaps you will match him. If the Bannermen succeed in their efforts, I fear they may turn their attention to Cadnua. I will keep you apprised of the situation, my lady.
Who is Consul Hot?
A famed archmage. I am given to understand that the Brackenberry Sanitarium puts much stock in his work, as regards the manipulation of the soul. His spells are widely circulated. But he is poorly regarded in many circles. Some call him a madman, or else cruel and barbarous. He must be very old by now. Perhaps that is why the Torn Bannermen believe they can best him.
Her antlers are very pretty. Do you know anything else about these mercenaries?
Little enough, I'm afraid. The Torn Bannermen are well supplied and well organized, and there are rumors that they are backed by an unknown benefactor. They have proved remarkably effective in the past, and they are certainly a threat now.
Okay.
Safe travels, my lady.
Oh. Cool. I do believe that is the DLC. The DLC is the White Marsh. And this is the last part of the story? I would assume so anyway. So we do want to do that before we do this. I think. I don't know. Anyway, to what I was doing. Oh, you know whose weapons I should check? Yours. Oh, I did check yours. Do you have a better... 16 deflection. That is so many deflection. No, I think you're fine.
Hail, traveler.
Greetings, my lady. I'm here to maintain the cells for you. Should you take on any prisoners in your travels, I'll make sure they're tended to as you see fit. Nobody in here right now, but I'm sure you'll change that soon enough. Prisoners, prisoners. Having prisoners means I would have to stop killing long enough to get them. We know I can't do that. Here? Wait, did I never actually finish exploring this place? That doesn't sound like me. Okay, good. Oh, wait a second. A spider!
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Everyone's got a little pet.
Yes.
That's gonna lead me outside. What I want to do is get deep into this place. Yeah, the path I need is actually right here. I just can't go there. Perhaps I missed something. I am too. It's really upsetting. And I think it's just so you don't have a million little tiny pets. But it's real sad. Thanks for the shitty sword.
Here we are.
Oh, there we go.
To think we are so close. Beneath our very feet lie the endless paths built by Ard Nua, the great Engwithan king. Well, up here, this is all Adiran, of course. But should we descend far enough, we will find some real history. To uncover that great king's tomb would be a dream. But it is one of his servants I am after, Gabranos, a powerful mage and a dedicated scholar, a keeper of lore, just as I mean to be. He was in possession of the Tanvi Orator, or whatever form of it preceded the one we know. I've seen it in ruins, alongside Gabranos' name, scraps of the same symbols and verses we know in Rauatai. He must have held the words in high regard. Or perhaps he was even the author.
You sound very impressed by this Garbranos. They say he held power over the elements, Kanakovs, but I'm more interested in his writing. He was a prolific author. I haven't been able to translate everything, but I've seen enough to know that he traveled far and wide. If only we could have met him. What wisdom he could share. But we can follow his example and strive to learn from those around us. Improve upon it. You haven't actually read his writing? How could I? It's a dead language, and hardly anyone has translated even a small fraction of it. He eyes you curiously. You speak Ingwethian. Perhaps when we do find his work, you could translate it for me? Why does this book matter so much? Ratatani faces troubled times. Once we were a unified people, but that's changing, and the Tavani Otora is at the heart of that. There are those who say we haven't held to its instruction, that we've allowed ourselves to grow weak and polluted our traditions by welcoming foreigners rather than laying claim to the lands around us, that we must hold to those traditions if we are to make ourselves a nation to be feared. My brothers would have it so, but we don't need to isolate ourselves to make Rotani great. I know there's more to the chant. It wasn't created out of sand and water 1,000 years ago, but brought by Rotani by Ingwithians, by a people that knew the value of alliances and shared their knowledge with us, and with that knowledge, we made Rotani what it is today. If I can find the original, I can prove it. They'll know that the chant is far older than we believed, that the Ingwithians favored peace and the trade of knowledge. If we follow in their footsteps, we can make a kingdom just as grand and lasting as theirs. Oh. These are all mean. I see. It's a big favor to ask, but if you aid me in this, I will owe you more than I can say. Let's start looking
If
then.
my sources are correct,
The Ratatouille.
Gabranos will have brought the text with him. It will probably be within a library, or a tomb perhaps. It tends to be one of the two. Let's be off.
Let us be off. I actually did not get myself a drink before I started this. So there won't be a lot of talking, I don't think, but I need to grab something anyway. Okay, let me do myself a favor and take off fast mode, because there's probably traps in here.
Certainly.
That's it.
Everyone,
Yes.
we fight.
Yes.
Baby dragons usually means there's bigger dragons. A crooked effigy has been cobbled together with logs, scaled hides, and bones. A human skull adorns the top. Let's go this way. Oh, somebody already got this one. The Zagrop is lying in a corner of the chamber. Its ribs show starkly beneath its scaly hide, and its breathing is labored, each whistling breath causing obvious discomfort. It doesn't seem to be reacting to your presence. You look the sick creature over and notice that its skin shows some discoloration with ugly patches of yellow and livid purple. It seems to match the symptoms of a common poison known as smokeless tears. You also note that this discoloration is worse underneath the painted symbols doubled over the creature's skin. Is there a way I can cure it? I don't know if I can cure it. These are all like things to actually... These are like things to actually, what about food? What's the point of having 10,000 points in survival if I can't cure a little lizard man? Hold on, I'll be back. Not gonna leave him there to die. Curled against the inside of this broken shell is a tiny white shape. Only when a tiny toothed maw opens to let out a frightened squeak is it clear that this small worm recently hatched. Pick up the worm! Oh my god. Get out of here, piggy. It's dragon time. Ah, there he god, he's perfect. His name is His name is gonna be Snowball. Oh, look at him go. No, he's not quite right. You know, he's kind of silvery. I'm gonna name him Mercury. Alright, everybody. Let's go kill those things over there.
Yes.
The cracked eggshells are leathery but brittle. Most of them have been trampled into a fine dust stamped with tiny clawed footprints. Don't look.
Certainly.
Don't look, Mercury. You're our family now.
Brave Dalphilotili.
Spot on.
Brave Dalphilot.
Oh shit. Stepping into this chamber, you are assailed by a cacophony of screeches, growls, and barks. Blood-splattered Zarup stands in frenetic leaping motions. To one side, Zarup plunges his hand into a bucket teeming with blood, to daub patterns onto other, eager to join in the rites. At the far end of the room, one Zarup, wearing a long skull of a young drake and vibrant feathers, shakes his staff towards the gathered Zarups, screeching and clicking. The high priest suddenly raises the staff above his head, shrieking with renewed vigor. He swings the staff downward to point at the pit, and then at you. I think we've just been invited to participate. Yeah. Mr. Bear, you're gonna go this way. And a deer, you're gonna go this way. There we go. And then I'm gonna start attacking the one my bear is fighting. And the rest of you can start attacking these other ones. Uh-oh.
I shall. That's it. Let's have it.
Ah.
Indeed.
Don't be a oh, there's a whole conversation here. I'm sure that ended well for them.
And the fire shows me something new.
The blood spilled from this bucket seems to have eaten into the stone. The rope tied to the bucket looks long enough to descend into the pit. The bucket is filled with blood and gives off an acrid stench. You recognize it as Margaret's tears, a powerful poison. Oh.
Yes.
Alright, fine. Be obnoxious.
Hmm?
The wide pit descends into grim darkness. You hear whistling howl of wind, and from time to time, hot gusts of air tug at your clothing. Examine the pit. The chasm appears to have been dug out of tools rather than being natural formation. It seems very deep, but you cannot see the bottom to gauge the distance. Well, we're not going to jump into the pit, and we're not going to try and climb down. We have a grappling hook. You take a grappling hook from your pack and tie it off neatly around one of the heavy stone blocks surrounding the pit. A few hard tugs suggest that the rope will hold fast. Keeping a firm hold on the rope, you begin your descent into the darkness. Soon the edge of the pit is far above your head, and you can hear the creak of the rope and your own breaths. Soon enough, however, you see another source of light far below. Past the dangling end of the rope, you can dimly see a room, at the center of which is a circular stone pool. The pool is filled with blood, and even at a distance you can pick out various limbs and mangled bodies, largely Zorup in nature. The tunnel bored into the stone ends a ways above the chamber below, and your rope extends no further. No, we are going to climb out of the pit, and then we are going to leave. Because we're going down anyway, so I assume wherever this pit leads, we will get there eventually, and I'm in no hurry to get myself trapped and miss out on all this loot. Oh, hello.
See now what the flame has shown us?
Yeah, we all walked through the poison and we all look like fools.
Following your lead. As you say.
Ooh. This rolled up piece of parchment is covered in smeared charcoal scrawls. Let me get it down in writing. I knew this was a ship plan from the start. Merrick, gleeful as a toddler, convinced we were going to talk the Zerups into helping us fill our pockets, help Andros right into a great big pit more like, and now you've all run off like hares. Meanwhile, here's me, up to my armpits in bones and Zerup shit. I hope you all rot down there. I hope Merrick trips right off the edge of the world and Dreffin loses what's left of his wits and guts to the rest of you. 5 of us left and you run. Curse each and every one of you, and curse me too for dying here on account of a bunch of mewling piss pots. Here's for when one of you rotten lizard bastards learns some Idarian. I hope you all fucking choke. Right on, my man.
Yes.
I want to believe I can help him. But there's no option for if I could help him. It looks like these are the only 3. So I'm just going to cut his throat. I'm really sorry, little guy. I would have saved you if I could. Zerup barely makes a sound. There's a muted wet gurgle, and then the creature lies still, blood pooling beneath the withered body. Soon enough, its eyes are glassy, empty of life. Did what you had to do. You work on a farm long enough, you come to understand it, even if it's never easy. Oh no, I have a deceptive point. When was I deceptive? I probably was. That I probably don't doubt. I just wish I knew when. When did I get pinged for that, officer? Oh, I bet you're right. I bet it was during the Animancy trial. I said some shit about, I lied about that one guy. Though worn away by time, many of these clothes are engraved with Idarian surnames. I'll get to that in a second. Hello! Are you friend? Cast in orange hues by the guttering torches, a massive creature sits at the rear of this wide chamber. There is an acid stench of blood and offal about the room, and a hot, malodorous gust wafts towards you as the ogre rises, stirring up the dust beneath its feet. If they had only known how many unwitting fools would wanker into my camp, I would not have been exiled. Despite his words, the ogre studies you dispassionately. His pale, grim features are streaked with dried blood. But then I think they have lost the taste for the godlike, and now they feasted on one another for so long. The ogre turns away. I will not be fattened for the eating. You were exiled? Go but a little way south and you'll find out what's become of us. Once a dozen strong, and now we are nothing. Our great chief, enraged by voices, and our people driven to devouring one another. And I, the coward, wait here to die alone. said? Or did I misread it super bad? And I, the coward, wait here to die alone. Easier said than done. He gestures to a heap of bones and cloth. Hunger has a will of its own. Matron Zola knows that well. Who are you? I am Thunglar, one of the most trusted of Zola's warriors, once. The ogre shrugs a shoulder. It matters not. Go but a little way south and you'll find out what's become of us once a dozen strong. You're all starving? Isn't there something to eat down here? We have lived here for many years. The caverns have changed around us. Many old tunnels have been closed. Perhaps it's the spiders' doing. For a time we feasted on the Zerps and lived well, but the Zerp tribes have become diseased, poisoned. We did not notice at first, not until we too began to grow weak. Some of us became like feral creatures, maddened by the poison. Matron Zola, strongest of us, she did not go easily. Her madness came slowly. Some of us went on eating the Zerps, of course, even knowing. There was nothing else. They died painfully but quickly. Others tried venturing out into the Great Stair, trying to find a way out. Zola forbade us from leaving in time. If we did not find anything to hunt, then some of us, she said, must sacrifice themselves. You're cannibals. Yes, we have come to that. Even I have tasted it. There is no returning from that, I think. I will remember the moment for what remains of what remains of my life. What happened to your leader? Matron Zola, she was she was plagued with dreams from the moment we came here. Terrible dreams of something down below. She was convinced we should not go there. Thulgar lowers his head. I told her it was nothing, thought nothing of it, until we discovered the poison within the Zarops. It changed her. Whatever the voice spoke, she grew harder, colder. Perhaps it was enough that the voice was never silent, though all those days and nights, perhaps the poison made the dreams all the worse. It is harder, perhaps, to see the madness in those closest to you, but I should have seen it all the same. It is too late for that now. I should put an end to this, Zola? Yes. If you could do that, then at least we would be free of the madness. Who knows how long we might remain eating one another, until there is but one of us left. It's always moving. It always moves. Sometimes she gets frozen, but I've moved my camera, so it actually notices my mouth movements a lot more lately. Uh, Bring me her Torek, and I will know the deed is done, that our clan is at last finished. Consider this the final request of a fallen ogre, godlike. Do what I cannot, and I will find some reward worthy of your service. Gonna kill me some trolls.
Something over there.
Hello.
Brave Dalfila.
Solo queue? In League of Legends? Oh no. No one should ever aspire another to play League of Legends. Oh god, we're all gonna get slapped by this ogre. It's okay.
Finish them!
What? Let's burn this away!
Enjoy your solo queue match. I hope it goes well.
You can trust me.
I don't, Durance. It is a solo queue match. Housed within the quiet clove, the stone figure strides boldly forward, one arm held high. Judging by the style of clothing and the cracked remnants of a beard upon the statue, Aleph suspects that this is the Earl of Yenwood, a lauded warrior who he was known to lead his men into battle, wielding a gleaming saber. Housed within a... oh, okay.
Hmm?
Yeah, I can't help but repeating it. Oh? Oh? Oh, are we in trouble? Oh? The wooden scaffolding has rotted away, crumbling under its own weight. Around it are signs of excavation, evidently abandoned long ago. This will take me out into the world, eh? So I will do that as long as I can get back here.
Brave Dalfila.
Spot on!
Gotcha!
Wait, why are you tanking? Everybody.
I wish you no harm.
Everybody. Oh god.
See
Wait, we
now
don't go that
what
way.
the flame has shown us?
Then we go this way, and then we do that. Oh god. Oh god.
That's it.
Skeletons!
Your tail ends here!
Did you not summon the skeletons? You didn't summon them. Well, it doesn't matter anymore.
That's settled.
Oh?
Oh, good job.
Brave Dalfila.
Well, that doesn't help anybody.
Yes.
Something over there.
Okay. Oh. I guess we're just gonna do this.
Brave Dalfila.
What?
I shall deal. I shall deal with this one. Yes?
Most excellent. A rusted shield decorated with a many-leaf tree adorns the wall. A small engraving at its base reads, "The Earl of Yenwood." It's true.
Oh?
Yeah, I don't know. She's got a sword, and she uses a dagger. She's a mystery to me. I think I've done... I need to go there. That's how we go further. I want to kind of peek and see where this leads us, because it seems to lead us out, which is confusing. Yeah. She does like she does a lot of debuffs. She's called a cipher. Yeah, she's all debuffs. Where does this lead us? Oh, cool. I see. So it doesn't actually lead us out. Ooh. I don't mind that she's up close. I wish she would stop stealing aggro from a deer. She's like too strong. Ooze.
Certainly.
This is an old deer horror story about a haunted dinner party. I'm actually gonna camp because she's in bad shape. And there's no harm in doing that.
Oh?
Finish them!
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
Your will, Watcher.
Yes.
Mana? I say Anna, Mana. I think in the heat of the moment, I usually say mana. Mana? I very rarely say, mana.
That's it!
Oh god. Oh god. It's actually a problem. Shit. Maina? What?
We are.
These ones are in for a wallop. Hooray!
Not in vain! Not in...
Oh.
Finish them!
Wow. That could have gone really, really badly, but we did fine.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, it could have gone badly? This looks like a place that has traps. Okay, we're back here then. Okay. It's pretty wild. Main, that's not how you say it at all. Oh, it's beetles.
That's it.
Hmm.
Brave thou feel.
Oh wait, what's happening?
Finish them!
Hmm.
Yeah, we're doing the endless paths.
Brave thou feel.
That's it.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
Hmm.
The massive face appears to have somehow been shaped out of living Adra. Each ridge is smooth and straight.
Incredible. Solid Audra, hewn like marble. No, not carved. Shaped. Brave thou feel.
That's it.
Shaped means that it happened naturally, and carved means it was done by hand. That's how I would interpret what they're talking about.
Let us end this!
So the Ardra in this game is living stone. So the Ardra can shape itself into different things. It cannot carve itself.
Yes.
Exactly. Most of these books are blackened and
This
crumbling.
I haven't seen before.
Most of these books are blackened and crumbling, having succumbed to mold and rot. What legible writing remains appear to be in Eld Ardarian.
Yes.
Let us end this!
That's it. Leave it. That's it. I shall deal with this one.
Certainly.
Thank you for the bow.
And the fire shows me.
Yeah. Oh, she just died. Oh, I bet those are that's part of the travelers that like went down here and had like that I read about in that note.
Oh?
Yes. Oh. Let's be more careful, shall we?
Laying low.
Oh, this was the pot I saw earlier. So we want to go down this way, I think. Oh no, not down this one.
Oh?
Yes. That's it. Varathus. Yeah.
Certainly.
Brave thou Philoth.
That's not very helpful.
Oh?
Let us end this! Not in vain!
Leave it to me. Varathus.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm not very good at it, and I kind of just like to watch them melt things. But then when things start to go bad is... So what I was told when I first played this game, I found it very, very difficult. I was very, very bad at it. But you want to hit pause a lot so that you can manage everybody's, like, stuff. So, like, a little bit of stuff happens and then you pause so you can do everybody's abilities, and then a little bit of stuff happens and then you set everybody else's. Yeah, yeah. Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to pause a lot more than what I'm doing. My friend was trying to help me when I was like, this game is super hard. The very first time I played it. But I've given us a lighter difficulty level, so it's more fast paced for stream and not quite so
Brave
frustrating.
thou Philoth.
That's it.
Oh, hello.
That's it. That's it. These ones are in for a walloping.
Yes. Certainly.
The clothes have been lined with straw and bundles of feathers and fur. A musky reek lingers in the air. Oh my goodness. Little lads everywhere.
Finish them!
Certainly.
Finish them!
Follow it. Roll.
Parathis! Leave it to me!
Yes.
Ooh, a campfire.
Brave thou field.
What?
Roactet. Blast!
Not in vain!
Try it again, you caitiff!
I'll let Margaret's... I'll let Margaret's...
Hey,
Hey, get off my stuff so I can loot it.
Oh?
And the fire shows me something new.
Despite my best efforts. Surely there wouldn't be two traps right next to each other. Expedition log page. This appears to be a page torn from some larger text. Cicada did not make it. I know Merrick tried his best. No point in turning back now. That's what Merrick is saying. I think the point is leaving these ruins alive. We have lost half our people already, and I'm not sure how we are meant to survive in this place, especially with Cicada gone. The gods were kind to let us find that and study the books there. Those tomes would fetch a good price and of themselves. We don't need to go any further. But that seal had stirred his blood. He's sure we'll find more Ingwithian relics below. Every step takes us further from a guaranteed haul and deeper into unknown territory. I don't know what madness has gripped him. I cannot stop thinking about Grigida, the way she screamed. I think, after getting exploded like that, I should probably take a rest. She's got a bad knee. Everyone's kind of healthish. I just got an extra campfire, so it would not be a terrible thing to do. I think it is what I will do. Let's have another resty rest. Oh good, Durance. Durance has things to say. Your eyes open to a familiar scene. Durance sits with a staff laid across his lap, a malignant flame sprouting from one end. He is difficult to make out, his features soft, bleeding together, but the staff you can see clearly. Its etchings aglow in molten orange. Though Durance's face is difficult to distinguish, there is no mistaking the hardened expression, the furrowed brow. His voice hisses and sputters, low and unintelligible, as though having a private argument with the staff. Traces of spittle catch the firelight as they flow from his lips like little sparks. And to your surprise, there is a female figure behind him. You are about to call out a warning when you realize it is the Margren statue, where you met Durance at the fork. Yet she seemed almost alive for a moment. Her cast shadow seemed as if it was moving, cloaked within its... Then it is still, frozen with the night at its back. There is something odd about one of the symbols, a circle of 12 smaller circles. One of the small circles glows brightly, but the other 11 give off little light. They flicker and fade like dying embers. Between his hissing curses, Durrance lowers his face close to the staff and blows on the fading circles with panicked rapidity, coaxing light from them, but they do not ignite. One by one, the light of the circles dies, and smoke rises from their ashes. Only one still burns. Durrance hurls the staff at his feet, and it clatters to the ground. Its edges have become soft, difficult to find, like its owner. The staff has become a blur. You close your eyes and reopen them, and Durrance is there, picking up his staff from the ground, but the blur is gone, and you are awake. Oh, that's all there is to it, eh? I think this is the pit I could have fallen into. Oh, I can? Alright, let's do that. And what must you say now? I had questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I had another vision of you. One of the symbols on your staff. It was dying.
You see many things that aren't there, Watcher. Perhaps the symbol was for your disappearing sanity, and we are to bid it farewell while you still have the wits to grieve for it.
I saw a symbol with 12 circles. What does it represent?
That symbol? The God Hammer.
Then it was the hammer symbol I saw extinguished on your staff.
No riddle there, Watcher. It took 12 of us to build the God Hammer. Afterward, I took my leave of all of them to see what Margaret had in store for me. I've seen none of them since.
Are you sure there isn't more to your story?
Your kind has a way of interpreting its visions to fit the version of the truth you like best. But Margaret's flame leaves no room for interpretation. Waste the time of others with your distortions and your fever dreams.
Flames distort all that lies around them, and you never seem to be far from a flame.
It's always the way of the mad to try to convince others of a reality only they can see. But when your doctrine's the truth, it requires no convincing, only an opening of the eyes. I would purify you, Watcher, if I thought it would help.
I want to ask about something different.
The cost of troubling me seems to worry you little.
Why were we supposed to meet? The why of it is you're a watcher, he snorts. A watcher runs 2 roads of why. For me, it's more a matter of what. There was a time when I wouldn't have spared a thought for your words, or even bothered with you, but now, seeking out watchers is what I do, to put truth to them, see which of the 2 ways they bend. He smiles slightly, taunting. Truth? What kind of truth? Either you're a dry field in need of harvest burning, he frowns for a moment, his eyes flat, or you're lost in the darkness. Either way, you can see differently from others. He gives a half smile, his tone becoming accusing. I can tell by the way you notice the staff first off. Not many can see it at first, nor the etchings of the flames, but your eyes, he stares at you most eagerly nodding, your eyes trace the path. That I could see. So, which are you? A dry field or lost in darkness? Durrance's face tenses. That the day we won't trade that question back and forth is the day our paths no longer need to be joined. And the trial? Durrance's hand clenches his staff. The trial is done. You're putting me on trial, then. You know this nation is diseased, and don't need to be a watcher to see the children, the politics, the men that stalk the roads with knives in hands and murder in their eyes. The land needs life again. New seeds planted in the burned soil. His voice drops, mocking, and his eyes narrow. And something tells me you can see the path to making that future happen, Watcher. Your kind always does. So then, we need to make sure you can see truly now. The nation, its peoples, don't need any more lies blinding them, nor do I. You test the truth. You don't blindly accept it. And how do you plan to test me? Sharing the road, of course. One truth to match another, matching each other's pace, keeping rhythm. Other priests can keep their teachings and rantings. For my faith, my teaching, sharing the road is a simple, hard truth. His smile widens, and his hands tap against his waist once, then twice. And when you knock out one truth against the leg of another, why, both legs stand firm. But now, if you strike a lie at the knee with some force, his smile dies, and his eyes narrow, why, you make a cripple with but one leg to stand on. Is that why you carry that staff? Is that why Durrance is about to launch another volley of words, blinks, and then he rolls his head back and laughs deeply, the laughter coming until it seems the air will run out of his lungs, until it seems forced. Perhaps your words are worth listening to, Watcher. He frowns, any trace of humor gone. But the truth will win out. Keep pace, and we'll see. Let me ask you about something else.
The cost of troubling me seems to worry you little.
Tell me about Margaret. Oh, you know her, you must. He gives a bitter chuckle, and then his tone evens out. She's a many-headed bitch. What is your view on Margaret?
She's a goddess, as fickle as they come. And with all the failings you'd expect of an empress and a whore. Too many eyes, too many wants, too much to hold on to. That's the failing of a god. More aspects than words to describe her, like most of them. A god with many nations to oversee, only serves to spread herself too thin.
Do you like it? Although flame rarely caresses twice, so perhaps that is the only truth she embraces. Who knows? Gods get greedy. When it comes to fire, fire is a god's hunger. What are her aspects? Durrance begins to count on his fingers, chanting it off. War transformations, fire consumes, trials purify, warfare, fire, consuming purification, and most of all transforming. Trials as well, but all things are put to the test anyway. A trial can consume, purify, transform. They are all linked, although at its heart is the flame, and the flame is what matters. It is the source of all things. Guess they should have started with that, eh? Any fool around a campfire knows that. Without flames, fire, we would have made little progress in the dark. To hear some of the inner fires tell it around the hearth and bellows, even in the halls of Ashfall, you'd think that the fire brought life to man. And that fire was Margaret. Some of the older texts say that she rubbed her hands together and they burst into flames, or another god shafted her like a poker. There are many different perspectives on her, then? He grunts. Mine is the only sight among many. Durrance frowns, pauses, then his eyes take on an eager gleam. But here's one. I can speak to how the losing side sees her, and that should tell you enough. Let me speak to what an Adirian sees. And what does an Adirian see? The Adirians have a proper, polite translation for her. Excellence in war. Tactical discipline, he snorts. That's why they lost the fucking colony, of course. They were properly still quoting that while we had them bent across the desks. All their guns and cannons and fire are but useless when the staff is cracking light into their skulls, dispensing red gifts left and right. Durrance's fists tighten and he laughs. Adirians call that elevation, divine awareness. Those words are as welcome as shit on one's boots, and that's all they took back with them when they were running. He shakes his head. A lesson learned at the wrong time. Almost feel a pang of sympathy for them. Almost. Lesson? What do you mean? The title of a god isn't knowing a god, adhering to one's to words rather than walking the path, testing yourself in the heat of it. Walk until the words are stripped away and you feel it burning in your heart. That is the lesson. That Adirian politeness, that pretty adherence to the word of Scripture as they saw it, that burned their ships, scarred them, kept them running throughout the Direwood campaign. He snorts. Divine awareness. There's no true faith in waiting to be tested. The best in battle have already shit themselves plenty. Shit themselves until they're dry and can focus on the killing. Alright. Enough about Margaret. I have other questions.
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
I wanted to know more about you. He grunts. Where are you from?
Where I hail from? From one of Margren's fires. A cathedral. Ashfall. Made of blackened trees. I studied the scriptures there. The fires carved into the land. The trunks of the burnt trees. And in the factories where the rifles and cartridges were shaped. All are chapels in other devotions.
Other devotions? Durance nods. For Margaret, any fire is enough for worship, physical or not. A blacksmith's anvil, a craftsman's bench, all arenas where fire is waiting to be born. Durance snaps his fingers. It just needs a spark, like in a chemical fire, or a spark to cartridges, to speed them to their purpose. Their purpose? I know. Durance tilts his head, thinking, well, their purpose then, in many thens ago. Durance scratches his beard. Beard was a little brighter than now. But yes, cartridges, guns that all had a purpose, and the purpose was punching holes in mages and letting their pompous air hiss out. Durance gives a half smile and then a nod. Woke their kind right up and kept them staring at the ceiling in the dark instead of sleeping, that's for certain. Aleph rolls his eyes. Pompous air, indeed. A little violence as an accounting and answer for unchecked power. Well, Margaret gave answer for that. Margaret put soldiers and mages on equal footing. Durance nods again. Mages were troublesome in that time. Firearms made every man a mage, and a caster's pretty arcane shield was little match for them. It turned each commoner into a beast that could spit fire. It leveled the field of battle, that's for certain. Made many mage a grave. Tell me more about Ashfall. Keep troubling me, and I may extend the tith bowl for each question. Enough questions for now. Let the road keep us until the next campfire.
Yes.
Cool. Anyway, let's inspect this pool of blood. Limbs and organs bob in the mire of the blood and gristle. The carnage stirs with the occasional gust of wind from the tunnel above. Thank you, sir. The corpse draped over the edge of the pool contorted in the throes of what must have been his final agony. Rotting skeletal hands still clutched towards the throat. A wizard with a gun? A foul invention. At the edge of the expansive chamber, encircled by a jabbering host of Zurps, stands a massive reptilian creature. Its snout is spattered with bloody remnants of a recent meal, goblets of flesh still spread on crooked fangs. The Zurps shift anxiously, looking up expectantly at the drake as the beast stretches leathery wings in challenge, brushing the pillars to either side. Yes, yes, more sacrifice! It flaps its wings briefly and stirs up great clouds of dust. Come here, godlike! Be honored! You speak. The drake stamps one clawed foot upon the ground. I speak, and the stone shakes. I speak, and the lizard brings gold. I speak, and eat well. Yes, I speak. These Zurp sacrifice to you. Are you the master below? The master below is below. Sacrifice is not very smart. You think you see a section of the drake's scaled chest begin to glow orange as it laughs. Master made me a lord here. Here I am king. Flames gout from its nostrils and gaping jaws. I am a god of fire and gold. Oh. So I see. We're gonna deal with this a little bit at a time. Oh, there's a lot happening here. Okay. Ancient too. Actually, it would be better for people to stand to the side.
Yes?
Because that drake is gonna breathe fire. Oh, shit. He didn't get to them before he got slammed by these things. Shoot. It's gonna be a huge problem.
Aye?
I have no idea who's taking the dragon right now. Well, just fight him. You just deal with this, I guess. I'll have the skeletons help me.
Mow it.
That's- Okay, okay, okay.
We are one pupil watching.
Wish I could have.
Whoa, he fell like a pile of bricks. Okay. I don't have fire. Well, I do have technically fireball. One thing at a time.
Fight on, my friend! This is all very distracting. Roll at 10.
Please. Oh, you did. You did. No, you didn't. Do that.
Flesh is still.
Three. If thou filas fili,
Mow it. Ixi. Ana.
There we go.
Shed no blood.
if thou filas.
I shall end this. I shall end this.
Wow, that could have gone so bad once I lost a deer. Thank God for tentacles.
Certainly.
You dear, get up and think about what just happened.
Yes.
Ooh. Durance,
Yes?
come along, Durance.
Yes.
The vague shapes of Kith are visible in the coal-black ash coating the brickwork. I love the tentacles. They were the best decision I've made all game.
If thou filas.
I will not be taking any questions or criticism about my feelings on tentacles.
Finish them! Let us end this!
Fuck.
If thou filas fili.
Don't you forget it. Uh-oh. God, the fireball is like the most... Oh no, I don't have that.
Lava will be on seek.
God, I forgot I don't have it anymore. I grabbed it on my first run that I never finished. And, it's a big fireball that, Eloth can summon, but it does damage to friends. Yeah, just take that. And, yeah, we can all step in the poison, it's fine, who cares? And so he would fire it and it, like, bounces off the walls and stuff. And just does so much damage to friends, loved ones, enemies. The space above the alcove is carved with simple hieroglyphics.
Oh?
Spot. Spot on.
Certainly.
Tell me, do you feel any different? A little ill, perhaps? You could be so mean to these people. Well, I am a little hungry. I have heard it said that Ingwethians set curses upon the bones for thieves to find. Seems the tales are false. And I'm glad for it, of course.
Hmm?
God, I am a little hungry. I have some leftovers in the fridge, and I am going to eat. Damn, that attack is really good.
Stand still. Braved up.
I shall end this. Hmm?
Can't get over Edelgard constantly in my ears.
Certainly.
Can't wait for her to call me the Fool King and insult everything I know and love. Hello? Is someone there? Oh gods, I can't see. I'm here. I cannot hear myself. How am I to tell her anything? Please, there is nothing here. Please, will I never be out of this place? You hear a gulping sob. Turn back! Come no further! The gods cannot reach us!
Oh?
Oh, I'm going right in there. Oh. Two large, heavy doors bar passage forward. In an archway above the doors are three small, round depressions encircled by faded symbols. Each appears to have once contained an object, but all three are currently empty. At the center of the left depression is a stylized image of an eye. Hold on. bloodstone. The seal appears to be Ingwethian in origin, formed of a circular piece of white arda. Shaped on the back is an engraving of a sword, and a hammer. Okay, so I still need the eye. I assume it's... I have looted this place
Oh?
incredibly well, so I assume it's still in this area. I've just been a little loot gremlin, and I refuse to believe that I've actually missed something. Oh, there's traps in here. Everybody stop.
I'll see what I can find.
Oh, there's skeletons in here. Oh, he's dead now. I still believe... Alright. Well, fuck me. We can all stop scouting. You can just do damage now.
Oh?
Spot on.
My bear! Ooh, sushi sounds delicious. Thank you. The sarcophagus has been pillaged, its contents removed. The skeleton within has been all but destroyed, skull cracked into pieces.
Parathis!
She's just tanking and getting stronger and stronger. There it is. The space above... Oh, simple hieroglyphics. Ooh. Expedition log page. I do not believe that I will ever leave this place. I wonder if Merrick still does. It's just the two of us now, as it was when this all began. The longer we stay, the more certain I am that it will be how it ends, too. We barely escaped the drake. I cannot help but think it must simply not have been hungry at the time. I would call us lucky, but we will have to pass it again on the way back up. I found Andrus. I don't think he was alive for long after the fall, but he made use of his time. The entire pool reeked of Mocha's tears. The crooked bastard always did love his poisons. Oh man, I bet we're gonna find the last guy on this journey. 'Cause that's... Oh, my bear, what were you doing here? Let's go. So, left is the sapphire. I think middle was the bloodstone, and right socket is the peridot. You brace yourself to heave the doors open. You find... only to find that they open readily under your hands. With a great groan, the gust of wind, the path forward is revealed. Huh. Wait.
Let's see what lies this way.
Fragments of fading Gwithian ruins descend the length of these broken pillars.
Yes? Roll 10! We're down!
I shall end.
Backbone to Beatrice. That's it.
Oh, immune. A wind prism.
Certainly.
The strange pedestal has a round depression at the top. It seems to be missing something. Okay.
Craved Alfilathili.
How may I help?
Yes?
Have to try something else. Finish them.
Parathis! Leave it to me. You're not getting through me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. We should do a rest because Grieving Mother got all fucked up. I don't think it's lead and key stuff, although they are messing with Ingwethian stuff. Gosh, I don't know. Because the lead and key is pretty old.
Oh?
I don't quite know the timeline super well. This fish still has a round depression. It seems to be missing something. Okay. And I have a wind one? Oh god. Back up. No, not my wizards. Oh god. Well, just do what you can. Okay.
Roll 10!
I shall deal with this one.
That's it.
Moe.
Aye?
These ones are in for a.
Oh? Certainly.
Ooh, a rain prism.
Yes.
A bunch more bullshit in here. Yep.
That's it!
Certainly.
Fire prism.
Finish them!
Hmm?
Don't even slow it!
Finish them!
Certainly.
Oh. Okay, so I put my wind prism in there. That is good news.
Yes. Ah, Ulu said.
You don't have to. You are the master of your own destiny.
Yes.
That's not very helpful.
Uh-oh,
Spot
Ella.
on!
Certainly.
This is probably the rain one, right?
Oh,
A lot of my shit sure. Okay, well, it all worked out.
yes. Certainly.
Here's that one. A study! Grambos' work must be here somewhere. Oh no.
Ah, Worth and Roth.
You are way too late, Allah. Oh, my tanks aren't
Mr.
here.
Branos, this was the great scholar I was looking for.
You said he controlled the elements. Looks like this is what he used that for. But why? He'd travel everywhere. I found traces of his work on 2 separate continents. And he ends his days here? Doing this? Was this the source of all that knowledge? Those experiments out there? The bodies? He was one man. That doesn't mean you were wrong about the rest of it. Maybe, but I was wrong about him for certain. I took him for an inspiration. I wanted... Oh, never mind. Let's find the tablet and get out of here. Maybe?
Hey.
I'm about to find what he was looking for.
Oh?
Ain't that the way?
This can't be it. But the symbols... No. I was so close.
Kana runs his fingers over the shattered remnants of the tablet.
Look, you can see, there's his name. And these symbols. Virtue. Gods, the rest is too worn away. There must be something, a verse, even a word. Be like unto the waves, be wrathful as the sea, anything. Is there really nothing? Not even to explain this?
Kana looks about the room, his shoulders slumped. He bends over the scattered fragments, pulling the largest of them together. Removing a rolled piece of paper and a thick stick of charcoal from his pockets, he sets about forlornly making a few rubbings. Maybe you can salvage some small part of it. Isn't it enough that you found it? What, this shattered mess? I might as well bring back an empty piece of parchment. Kana sighs and sets down his charcoal. He gazes down at the fragments. But it existed once. It was here, whole. He runs his fingers over the stone. Maybe you're right. But think of what we've learned. We are the first people in 2,000 years to descend this far. Yes, Kana blinks, looking about the room. It is a great feat, isn't it? He gives a hesitant smile. We'll be the leading scholars of the day. He gets back to his feet. Some of these smudges, at least, may hold meaning in time. I'll be glad to be out of this place all the same. I could use some air.
Yes. Certainly.
This is one sad step away from being like a Dark Souls quest line where you help an NPC and it inevitably ends their life. I did that one, and I did this one, so I need... Oh, come back. I have the earth one, I assume, and then the fire one. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Yeah. Beware, traveler. Greater souls than yours walk here. How dare you?
Blast!
That's
Stand still! What? Back to the wheel with that one!
Leave it.
Oh?
yes.
I shall deal with this one.
Brave thou shalt not believe. Roak 10! Let your tale end here!
I should try something else.
Woof. That man wasn't kidding. You're about to get fucked. I sure was, old man. Oh god. What kind of ass beating is awaiting me on the other side of that wall? Oh, nothing. Cool. I thought for sure a boss fight was waiting for me, and I was like, well, time to die. Gosh, how many floors am I? Oh, level 8. Goodness gracious. That's very
I
good.
can do that. That's settled.
Finish them!
Uh-oh. Oh, we're actually getting our asses beat quite a bit harder now. I can feel the disparity in the levels now.
I could use a wee kick.
Oh, if we die here, I actually would be fine with that. Because I started right at the beginning before I ran dick first into that trap. I'll just let this play out. Yeah. So when we come back on Tuesday... Oh, is the game not gonna restart? It does that sometimes. Oh, we all caught up. Why did this happen? Okay, stop. Everybody stop fighting. They didn't even have the decency to finish us off. There we go. So everyone has to level up, and I can do that before I start on Tuesday. This is our last day of Pillars of Eternity for the week. I'll do it on Tuesday, and if we're still struggling in here, then we can walk out. We're very, very deep. Deeper than I expected to get. I think there's 10 levels? I can't remember. I might have raid, so I cannot stay. So. I don't know if it's canceled or not, but either way I can't risk it. Just in case. So. It has to be the end. I'll be back with more Pillars of Eternity on Tuesday at 6 p.m. EST. But I will be back tomorrow. What am I playing tomorrow? I don't know. Perhaps, more Overwatch? I can do more Overwatch. Yeah, I'll see if I can snag some friends and we'll do some Overwatch. Yeah, unless I can think of something different to do. It's our random day. I don't have too many random games. Not yet, anyway. I'll figure it out. But I'll be here tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST for more of this. Of a game of some sort. More of me, to be sure. Otherwise, have a lovely evening, everyone. Thank you so very, very much for being here. And, take care. Goodbye.